to have just an honest conversation about like people being hypocritical and like fake outrage, right? You pointing out, it's kind of like performative, like how y'all like drill that word to the ground. You saying something isn't performative. You calling something performative doesn't really always like affect it. Like unless it's harmful, most times people slap things, slap performative onto things that they just don't like, and they maybe can't pinpoint why, or they just don't feel connected to it. They just call it performative. But calling something that doesn't really affect that, whether that's what you feel or not, it's just kind of such a pointless word. Same thing with hypocritical to me, because honestly, I mean, on a basic level, as humans, we are flawed. We are very hypocritical. All of us are hypocritical to a certain extent. We just are. There's literally no way to avoid it, especially if you make content and you talk for a living. You're going to contradict yourself. And as someone who I don't view it as contradicting myself, because for me personally, I love entertaining nuance. I don't think very black and white in that case. So I'm always able to understand all different perspectives, and I appreciate nuance. So I don't mind it. But you feeling like someone is being a hypocrite, like, unfortunately people are allowed to be hypocritical. So using this girl as an example, where she was talking about, well, actually, I want to play the clip for y'all really quick so y'all can, just a little bit, so y'all can kind of understand what I'm saying. Where is this right here? Hold on.
That shit is fake outrage. The ring camera shit about to be fake outrage. Ain't none of y'all motherfuckers taking y'all goddamn ring cameras down. Ain't none of y'all about to stop doing parlays and fucking betting and doing none of that shit. The same way y'all flocked to watch that dumbass motherfucking football game last night, and y'all flocked to hurry up and watch the motherfucking Grammys a couple days ago. Y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all don't give a damn. It's only outrage because it's cool to be outraged about the shit right now. It's cool. It's a fucking trend to be mad about the shit right now. That's why y'all are fucking doing it. The same.
Hold on one second. Just because you think that it's fake outrage doesn't make the outrage invalid. Like it's still pretty, it's a valid concern to be weirded out by this ring camera shit. That's a valid like concern. But you calling it fake outrage, whether you think it's fake or not, you're right. Some people probably are not going to stop using ring cameras. You're fucking right. Most people probably are not. These people that are complaining about it, they probably are not, right? However, them pointing out, hey, this shit is weird and a lot of fucked up shit can happen with this, so we should be aware of that. That is valid though. So you saying that it's fake outrage doesn't invalidate their concern. It's still a valid concern. So for me, the whole fake outrage thing, you could literally talk about any topic from any perspective, and you can point at fake outrage in anything. In anything. If you personally aren't affected by it, of course you're going to feel like it's fake outrage because you aren't affected by it. And you're trying to carve out hypocrisy as your angle in it, when it's just like, even if someone is being hypocritical in a situation as far as like an opinion or perspective, their initial opinion can still be right. It can still be right. Someone can be a hypocrite and still have a valid statement or opinion. It's possible. I'm sorry, but it just is. A lot of, I feel like it's just generalized too much. A lot of outrage, but it's a bigger customer base than what we would think, and a majority probably don't care. You feel like what is generalized too much? Like fake, like outrage? Because at the end of the day, it's social media. So like we're all gonna interpret things differently. But another example of like the hypocritical thing that I was thinking of is this video from this podcast, and this guy is like, um, I don't fuck with your jokes that you make about my girl. I don't like that shit. And the guy was like, well, everybody else does it. Everybody else in this room does it. So why are you just picking and choosing? Why are you just picking at me? And he's like, I don't like how you do it. I don't like your jokes that you make regarding me or my girl. So stop it, right? He's setting a boundary that I don't want when it comes to you and your jokes. I don't want any of them mentioning my girl, my family, period, point blank. And the guy is just offering pushback of just like, well, everyone else does it. So that's hypocritical. Like, why are you just coming for me when everyone else does it? Here's the thing. And like a lot of people was like, oh, well, he's being hypocritical because, oh, so and so said this and blah. And there's a couple of different variables as to why that reasoning, but I'm not going to get deep into that. Guess what? He is very much so allowed to tell you, the person he's talking to, for whatever his reason is, hey, I don't want you joking about me and my family. And yes, he can, the other people in the room can still do it. He may have his own personal reasons why he doesn't address them. But guess what? He doesn't have to. I don't have to. I'm talking to you. So I'm talking to you. Don't talk about my family. Don't joke about my family, period. Don't try to deflect and point at everybody else and be like, "Oh, why are you just talking to me?" No, I'm talking to you. Like people try to I understand that a lot of times like when someone's being hypocritical, it can be very annoying and frustrating, and it's also a valid thing to point out. But at the same time, don't just try to use that as like a full-blown deflection to from what is currently happening. Um, and just overall, someone being hypocritical is just like it's just such a like mute point. Like it just doesn't matter for the most part. Now, like if we're talking about personal relationships you have with people, you know what I mean? I think that's where being hypocritical can be a little bit dangerous. Like if I'm if I have a friend who doesn't want me talking about her love life, right? That's completely off limits. She doesn't want me to talk about it. She doesn't want my opinion on it. But when it comes to me, she feels comfortable expressing her opinions about my love life, right? So now if I come to her and I'm like, well, and I try to do a tit for tat, and I'm like, well, I don't like that you talk about my love life, like, because you don't want me talking about yours. You don't want to hear my opinion about yours, so don't talk about mine. Her response can easily be like, well, you don't seem to have a problem with it, right? You don't have an issue with it. So I didn't know it was a problem. You have to start approaching things from a point of view of like, okay, do you want to play this tit for tat game, or do you just want to set individual boundaries, or just have a isolated conversation about what's going on and what the issue is and get to the root of it? Because I may not have an issue with her talking about my love life. I probably genuinely don't have an issue with that, but she might. And so it can easily be just two different boundaries set for us both, instead of just being quick to try to point out hypocrisy in someone and be like, but you. It's like, I could be right in pointing that out. It would be hypocritical of her to feel comfortable to do that with me, and for her to not like it for me to do it to her. But at the end of the day, we're two different people. We have two different sets of limits, and it's very much okay for us to have different boundaries regarding the same situation. I don't want to live in this tit for tat world, or constantly trying to balance someone in their hypocrisy and try to meet them where they're at and match their level. It's just like, no, you're a different person. So if that's so me personally now today, if I'm in that scenario, if I genuinely don't have an issue with it, I'm going to allow her to still express her opinion about my love life and not do it with her. I will respect her boundary and she will respect mine. Simple. It doesn't have to be this like big thing. And I just think at the end of the day, people need to learn how to respect people's boundaries, and it'll be cool. But looping it back to the fake outrage topic so I can wrap this part up. Um yeah, your opinion, you can call anything fake outrage. You can say that people who you can say black people that hate racist white people are it's fake outrage. They're not really mad because they do this and they da 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 and they like this. You can call anything fake outrage. So like don't think that you saying that holds any type of weight or means anything cuz it doesn't. If you of some coon calling me saying that I'm fake outrage for being mad about Trump uploading uh a video, AI video of Barack and Michelle as fucking apes. A coon calling me, thank you for the follow. A coon calling me fake outrage for that doesn't invalidate my it doesn't invalidate my outrage. You can think that is fake, but it's very much so something valid to be outraged about. So now what? Like you're that fake outrage thing, it goes in one ear and out the other. People like make that statement and they feel like it matters, but it it don't. I'm sorry, it don't. I promise you, baby, it don't matter. I promise you. So just keep it to yourself, please. But again, I understand all perspectives, you know what I mean? But, that's just my thoughts on the fake outrage, hypocritical conversation. Mainly the hypocritical thing is something I thought about this week. I was just like, you know what? I actually don't care about people being hypocritical. I really don't. Like I understand in different scenarios how it can be harmful. And so outside of that, in general, I just simply don't care because we're humans and we're flawed and we all are hypocritical as fuck. So like it's really not worth a talking point. Hey Chad, you're a little late. I've been yapping for a while, so you're gonna have to catch the replay. But to wrap up this show, I'm gonna close this out